Good morning. Good morning, beautiful family. How are y'all doing today? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, y'all. It is a beautiful, rainy, dreary day here, but it's still beautiful. It is, it is, it is. I hope everybody had a blessed night. All right. And I know people are getting up, getting ready for work and going off to work and things of that nature. But thank you to everybody that's here today, this morning. I appreciate it. Y'all listen. We are back. Huh? We are back on the main channel. Let me do a quick roll call because there's not too many people in here, so I can do it. Let's see. Good morning, beautiful Liz B. Good morning, beautiful T. Good morning, beautiful E Brooks. Let's see. Good morning, beautiful Lady MV. Good morning, beautiful Miss Marsh. Okay. Good morning, beautiful Miss Kate. Mm-hmm. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Love you too, T. Love you, love you, love you to pieces, girl. Listen, y'all. So, got through the month of February. In a couple of days, it will be March, right? New month. Hey, my fun Barry. Good morning, sweetheart. Good morning. And I am gonna be dropping the link, y'all. Y'all know, well, any one of my platforms is basically an open panel, especially with this one, because y'all know this is our crime and justice channel. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Thanks to everybody that supports it. Used to be the main channel, the drama channel, the everything channel, but we done switched it up. This is the drama. This is the crime and justice channel. Hey, Juice Kim, just because you don't see my name, still speak. How, where does that happen? Like, if I don't know you're in here, you know what, Juice Kim? You spoiled, boo. You spoiled, and you entitled. Okay? Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, we need Terica. We absolutely need Terica. So listen, I actually started this challenge. My whole intentions was to come on the first, y'all, of March, but God said no. It's time to do it today. Woke me up this morning, got me on my way, blessed me to open my eyes, get up, get on my feet, do what I needed to do this morning, and He said no. Today is the day. He said today is the day. Hold on, y'all. Hey, boo.
Good
Juicy, is it?
morning. Good morning.
Don't come up here with all that hollering and carrying on. It's too early in the morning, ma'am.
Well, y'all should get up when I get up. I've been up since 4 o'clock. Get up
Well,
when I
so
get up.
have I. So have I, ma'am.
Yeah, and my thing is,
What your
some-
thing is?
my
What
thing,
your
my,
thing is?
my thing is that just because you didn't see my name, you felt my vibe. You felt me in here. I was just, speak to me anyway. That's all I'm saying. Just be like, just Kim, I know you in here, so I'm just gonna say hey.
I got you, Juicy. I can't argue with you this morning, Juicy. I'm not doing it. Good morning, my beautiful Niecy. Welcome, sweetie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, just Kim, I don't think I
Yeah.
saw you yesterday, or did I? You doing okay?
Yes, I'm doing great. I'm good. Hey, it is what it is, baby doll. It is what it is.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah. I'm doing good though. Just one day at a time. Every day is a different day, but
Oh
it's
yeah.
every day
Oh
is a
yeah.
different day. This is what you call life. We go through it.
Oh yeah. Let me make sure my echo cancellation on. It might be juicy, y'all. Y'all know I don't know what she be have going on over there.
Oh, I'm echoing.
I heard an echo. The chat may not have heard it because I didn't see anybody say anything. They normally holler at us when we echo and child.
No, they be hollering at me talking about, Susie, you sound like you underwater.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know what they do.
Right. So y'all listen. Like I say, in a couple of days it'll be a new month, right? Um, New month, new perspectives, no pun intended, and new goals. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been time for me to get back on this channel, but I had to get through what I had to get through in order to come back. But we're back. We're back, and it's a whole lot to talk about. It's always a whole lot to talk about. When it comes to real life and crime and justice and injustice and all of that, all of that. So it feels pretty good to be back. Good morning, Miss Beautiful Ann. It feels really good to be back. I ain't gonna lie. Had a little anxiety at first just because I've been gone so long from this channel, and this channel like peaks emotions in me that sometimes it's a little hard to deal with. But you know what I'm saying? We strong over here. We strong over here, and I gotta make it T. And I need you to remind me, like T, ebooks, all my good mods. I need y'all to always remind me to put that trigger warning up whenever I go live on this channel, because you never know what might trigger someone, right? So before I start any content, like y'all, be on me to put my banners up and things of that nature. I need y'all to always remember to remind me to put my trigger warning up, because I do be want to warn people when we talk about certain things. To be honest, this what we're gonna talk about today may be a trigger for some people. I know a couple of people who it may trigger. You know what I'm saying? And you just never know. Like you just never know with things like this. You just never know what might trigger you. Good morning, beautiful Sandra. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank y'all for coming in. To be honest, y'all, I didn't know what the turnout was gonna be for this first live on this channel. But we got 32 people in the house, and that promise you that's good enough for me. Ain't God good? Fawn said, truth, the heathens trigger me. Well, Juice Kim up in shine. She's triggering me, Fawn.
I don't know. Did you see what that? Oh, did you see what she said to me? Talking about Juice Kim, you ain't special.
Oh,
I
did
mean,
she?
that what she said. She said she sure said it. She must forgot we already decided that I'm Meals the special guest. We done decided that a long time ago.
How long you gonna be the special guest for? Like, how long does that last?
Uh, uh, you know, time clock on special.
Hey, Sheila. Good morning, beautiful Sheila. Good
Oh,
morning, beautiful rice cake. I'm listening from the bushes working. Okay, have a good day at work, sweetheart. Good morning, beautiful Miss Virginia. Thanks for joining. Thank y'all for
let me
joining.
tell you what come correct did.
What she did, girl?
Okay, now, okay, we got this thing that we talk behind the scenes. You know, we all cool and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So let me tell you what this motherfucker did. This motherfucker is off on Friday, but why she go to work? She know Friday my day.
Just can you can't be stopping up out of ground. What's wrong with you?
Listen, you sound like fun. That's what fun gonna say. Fun, let me tell you
Cause
something.
it's logical.
Okay. Listen, like what?
It's
Logical for
logic.
who?
It's logical
For
for
who?
you not to. That woman got to get her coin.
She got her coin Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Oh God.
And then guess what? And then no, she didn't turn around. No, I said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and adjust to the fact that she went to work Friday. No, she didn't go to work Saturday too. I said, wait a minute, I'm putting my foot down right goddamn now. I'm
Juice
putting my
Kim,
foot. Yes, ma'am.
you going too far, Juice Kim. You cannot
That,
be stopping people's money.
oh, you know what? You sound like that damn sweet berry. Let me tell you something. I got a schedule. You know, I allow them to do their meetings and shit. They be like, just Kim, I'm gonna have to call you back. I got a meeting at this. Her and Squeaky. Her and Squeaky have more meetings. I be like, ooh, yeah. I be like, her and Squeaky have more meetings. Y'all don't know who Squeaky is. Squeaky is he Brooks.
Lord have
Her
mercy,
and Squeaky
Juicy.
have more meetings than the man in the moon.
We got you spoiled, Juicy. You spoiled, baby. You spoiled.
I think I'm Eels.
That damn phone said the grind never stops, Juicy. The grind. She said the grind never stops. Right, for baby. Come on, baby.
Lord, that damn fine berry, I tell you. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
goodness.
And you know, we
Mm-mm-mm.
already allowed her to have her birthday whole month. She
Girl,
was,
we ain't allowed nothing. She took that. She gonna take that every time. She don't care.
well, I was like, people take advantage of me and my kindness. They keep doing that to me. But I'm gonna let these old heathens have it, the reckless.
You gotta stop it. You spoiled, baby. You spoiled. Now listen, y'all know this channel is probably not in the algorithm. Now I did, in my absence from this channel, try to post, videos and shorts and always on a community wide because this is my larger channel. So whenever I support or share out content, I try to do it on my larger channel. So it may or may not be, but I need you all to make sure y'all hit that like button for me, please, if you don't mind, to get us back in the groove of things over here. Feel free to support the channel. Let me put my banner up. Feel free to support the channel as well, y'all. So we're gonna get good morning, Miss Beautiful Monica. Good morning, good morning.
Good
It's
morning,
not, I
y'all.
can't even find it to drop the link. You a lie, Evil. Quit lying. Don't be lying on my channel like that.
Right, E. Brooks is full of shit. Let me
Don't
tell
be
you.
lying on my channel like that, Ebro. That that hurt my feelings. She talking about I can't even find it to drop the link. Yeah, tomorrow is your last day of celebrating. Don't hate. I know they're right, phone. I know they're right, boo. For real, Ebro. Girl, all you gotta do is put in truth hurts in the information. Don't do that. Well, you might be right. I ain't gonna even argue with you on that because I have not been on this channel like that. It takes forever. Yeah, I gotta get back in the algorithm. That's where y'all come in at. I need y'all help. I need y'all to make sure I need y'all to make sure y'all hit that like button for your girl, okay? And I appreciate it. And I also want y'all to share me out. Share this channel out. It's not like starting over, but sort of kinda. You know what I'm saying? To get back in the algorithm, okay? And so I just feel that I don't ever need to be gone that long from this channel again, and I won't. So with that being said, y'all, let's get into what we're gonna get into, and I will post this up, and I will randomly post it up for those that need it. That this live stream may trigger because we're gonna get into some things. We're gonna talk about. I think Nicole put it best. Nicole's perspective put it best when she said we're gonna talk about a mother's love. We're gonna talk about a mother's unconditional love. And it's a real thing, and it's a deep thing, and it's a thing that I resonate with because when it comes to my seeds, it's just no conditions. There's no conditions on it. And so what Miss Robbie is going through, and see y'all, I think the main thing about when it comes to Miss Robbie is Miss Robbie. She done been through a lot in her life. She has, and the fact that she's up in age and she's older and having to deal with this type, issue in her later years, I think it's pretty sad because I think she worked so hard to make it to whereas in this moment in her life, she should be coasting. She really should be coasting. Like she should have no worries. Oh, you okay? Okay, it's a trigger on the panel for you. Okay, fun. I get it. I need you to try to kind of, you know, woosah and come on up though, because we need you. I'll try to control Juice Kim. I will.
Oh, she's saying I'm the trigger.
Oh yeah, you're the trigger, ma'am.
I ain't got no trigger bullets. Come on up, Jerica. Come on.
Good morning, Miss Beautiful Caller. Thanks for joining, sweet. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, 39 people in this live early this morning. I really do. We're gonna get into it because I don't know. The last I checked, Trey didn't have a live schedule. He's so finicky. He get on my nerves. Let me see. I'm gonna say this though, y'all. Let me tell y'all what I'm trying to do. Right. I am trying to get this channel back in the algorithm, and I'm also trying to do work on all three of my channels. Okay, I'll drop the link again, sweetie. So this is what my plan is. My plan is to come on this channel for about 2 hours every morning at 8 a.m. Okay, come on this channel, this main channel, and talk about our crime and justice every morning at 8 a.m. for about 2 hours. Then we will go over the trades, and then after trades live, I would then go on the backup channel, the no shade, no out, well, no tea. Wait a minute. No Shade RT channel and do my commentary over there. And then we'll just get into music lives on the music channel as such. You know what I'm saying? That's random. Okay. 9 o'clock Eastern time. Yeah, 9 o'clock Eastern time, Ebooks. Right. All right. So let's pull fun up here. Hey, sweet baby.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Juicy Kim.
Whatever. All that shit you was downstairs talking. Now you want to come upstairs and talk the same shit. Whatever.
Not downstairs talking. What the hell is downstairs talking?
He was downstairs in the comments. Downstairs in the comments. That's what I call it. Downstairs.
Y'all crazy. Miss Monica said, Truth, my family had a discussion about the whole story. And one question was, if I had a child that committed M and I knew, would I turn on him and her? You know, that's a real. Listen, it's not hard for me to answer. It's not hard for me to answer, but it's different circumstances and people think differently and people handle things differently. I would say though, in any circumstance, there's not a circumstance that I would ever turn my back on my child,
Right.
because not turning your back on your child does not equate to you condoning what your child has done. And
Right.
I just know
And
how to
that's a
separate
hard
the two.
situation to be in. That is a
Oh,
very
absolutely,
hard
fun.
situation.
Absolutely,
Well,
absolutely.
I can kind of respond to her question because my sister, she didn't turn her back on her son when he killed my brother. But
Right.
she, she, a mother, like you said,
Good
love,
morning, heathen.
a
Go ahead.
mother's love is unconditional. Even
Facts.
though that your child did this heinous crime,
Hmm.
and you still like you can't throw your just because they did that you can't throw your child away. They're not garbage.
Right.
They're not trash. That's something you carried inside your body for 9 months.
Hmm.
You nurtured it. You loved it. You talked to it. You did everything for it. And
Hmm.
then for them to go out here, once the child is grown and they go out and do a crime, that's on them, not on you.
Hmm.
So you just a parent still gonna be. I'm still your parent. I don't like
Always.
what you did. I don't condone what you did, but I'm still your mother.
Always. Good morning, beautiful Jamila. Heathen says that she will come up, but she have two triggers on the panel. Wow. Two triggers.
Who said that?
Heathen.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Wait a
didn't even
minute.
know her talk about it. You
Yeah,
know
you
what?
think you
Truth
triggered
is
now?
sweet.
Bring your ass
Jackie,
up on the panel, and you really gonna be triggered.
yeah. If I was y'all, I wouldn't let her say that to me.
She talking to you, ma'am. I'm not
No,
a
ma'am.
trigger. Yes,
I heard.
ma'am.
My name is Juicy Kim. My name ain't Trigger.
Thank you, T, for dropping them links. Shout out to my T. Shout out to my ebooks. Shout out to y'all for moderating for me today. I appreciate it. Hey Nicole, you back? I think you came and left. What's up, girl? And Nicole did an excellent video on this, y'all. Y'all go check it out if y'all hadn't checked it out. Nicole's perspective. She actually did a video talking about this exact same thing, and she did a good job. So y'all make sure y'all go over there and check it out. We're gonna get into to get into. We're gonna pull it up. We're gonna read it. We're gonna discuss it. We're gonna talk about it. Anyone wants to hit the link, let me know, and I will drop it. Y'all give me a minute. Let me go get my alarm just went off for one of my medications. I'll be right back. So fun and just Kim have it.
Okay. Well, yeah, but it was hard for my sister to cope with the fact that her son did the crime. No, but it's still a lot of unanswered questions. But she is she talks to him because how can you go without talking to your child even if they didn't do a crime? Can a parent really do that? I mean, like I get mad at my children. Don't get me wrong. I get mad. I want to beat the hell out of them, but they grown. I can't, But I can I can't stay mad. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't stay mad. What about you, Paul? Hello? Am I? Is I'm by myself? Can y'all hear me out there downstairs? Can y'all hear me downstairs? Give me a one if you can hear me, please. Give me a one. Oh, okay. Thank you, Bruce. I forgot about that part. Okay, yeah, but yeah, it's just can y'all say any parents out there? Y'all get mad at y'all children? Do y'all stay mad? Can y'all stay mad like a day go by and you still upset, or 2 days go by and you still mad? Let's say,
I'm back, my
right,
sweetie pies. I am back.
Nicole. Right, Nicole. That's right.
Just can't stay mad with mine. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
These babies.
I had said that how many of parents can be mad at we have these children, we be mad on the day, and how we don't want to stay, we can't stay mad at them all day. I can't stay. I'll be like, but I'm not gonna be the first one to say I apologize either. I'm gonna tell you because I'm the mama, nigga. You gonna say apologize to me? But I'm a little stubborn when it
That's
comes to
true
that.
fact, just Kim, and it intensifies when things such as breaking the laws involved. Like the fact that our babies, our kids, our children, they do things to tee us off- tee us off, piss us off all the time. We did it to our parents. Like I'm pissed off with my oldest daughter right now in this moment. Been pissed off for a couple days because she too she too kind hearted. And I know I taught her to be that way. Like I taught her to have empathy, sympathy, compassion, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because that was my job. But it is a point to where you're being too empathetic to people and they tend to take advantage of it. And when, it's just is what it is with me. Like if I see one of my kids and I feel like they're being taken advantage of or, things of that nature, it puts me in my feelings. You know what I'm
I got
saying?
my church finger up. I got my church finger up because
What?
that's how we feel about you. Because we feel like sometimes you be. I got my church finger up, so you can't cuss me out. Because I got my.
Mm-mm.
That's how we feel about you. Sometimes you be too kind hearted, and you show a lot of empathy. So we be mad at you. Let me stop saying we. Let me say me, because I be like, that's damn true for us Swift leftovers. I do, and you can't call
I
her
understand.
ghetto black because she get it from her mama. She get it from her mama.
Yeah, cause my oldest daughter, to be honest, my oldest daughter, yeah, is more like me, and then my baby girl, she's more like her dad. Like when I tell you my baby girl, and I love her to death, she's a G. She get, she more like her dad. Like she got that whole, male, attitude, perspective, aspect. Like she don't play the radio. Like you ain't finna play her. You ain't finna hustle her. Cause see, she learned from the best what a hustler is. She learned from her dad. My ex husband, he had some ways, and he had some ways about him, and he was a certain type of person. But one thing I will say that he put in his children, the game of life, and that's what I used to call it because at times it would piss me off because he was so real and raw with them, but he literally put them on to the game of life, and I got to give him that credit. You know what I'm saying? He even put him onto game of things that he was doing, in life, and he wanted them to look out for it. It was weird. It was weird. You know what I'm saying?
But you have to because nowadays kids need more than books and People take advantage of you. You gotta have more than books and school. You gotta have some street knowledge.
Mhm.
As they
Mhm.
say, street credit or something, because this is you can't shelter when your child leave the nest and they go out there and live without you, and you people out here is cruel, and y'all know it is. They is
Oh,
so cruel.
absolutely. Mhm.
And your child come back, somebody done bullied them at an older age, at a job they done had, they get bullied at a job. You
Oh
gotta
yeah.
teach your child how to defend themselves. You don't have to always cuss somebody out, but you at least need to know uh, how to handle yourself.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It don't always have to be cuss words. It could be,
Oh no, it's a way to do everything.
yeah, you know. So we as parents, we take a lot. We do a lot. We take a lot,
Oh yeah.
and we have to instill things in our children.
Mhm.
We didn't know what was going on when my mother wasn't a street woman, but my daddy was.
Mhm. Mhm.
So he was the church goer while he was the sinner. So
Right. So you got both ends.
yeah, yeah, I did, and it helped me to understand
Yeah.
life.
Yeah. Yeah. That you have to have those both. You have to have both of those perspectives to be honest in order to make it in this life. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put this warning up one more time, y'all, just because I will be putting it up, randomly throughout the live, and so we're gonna get into this letter. Cause see, what I came to find out is not only did Miss Robbie send a letter in to the courts, her sister Jan. How many of y'all remember Jan from the show? I love Auntie Jan. Um, she also sent the letter in. And I think because I think getting into Miss Robbins' letter is gonna be a little deep. We're gonna get into Auntie Jane's letter first, okay? Let's get into Auntie. So let me do a little breakdown, even though most of y'all already know what's going on with this case. So Tim Norman, Miss Robbie's son, um, from the show Sweetie Pies, he was convicted and tried and found guilty of orchestrating or masterminding the murder of Andre Montgomery, his nephew. He went to trial. He was found guilty. He had co-conspirators who have already pled guilty and have been sentenced. Now, Wiley, I call him Wiley, that's the insurance agent. He was charged with conspiracy to commit mail and wire fraud, and he was sentenced to 3 years. He pled out, and he was sentenced to, yeah, her sister, Miss Monica. He was sentenced to 3 years. Terica Ellis, who was accused of conspiring with Tim, she got charged with conspiracy to commit murder for hire. She pled out. Good morning, love baby. She pled out, and she also received 3 years for her part. Travell Hill, who was the actual gunman in the situation, he also pled out and he received 32 years. And he was charged with conspiracy to commit murder for hire and murder for hire. Okay, yeah. Nico, the thing about it is, I think now, I don't know about Travell, but when it comes to Wiley and Terica, I don't think they will serve their whole term. That's just my opinion. You know, I don't think they will serve, especially Wiley. We already know Wiley will probably be out in about a year. Let's just be honest. Um, So yeah, so let's get into it, y'all. Y'all be sure to hit the like button for your girl. I appreciate the 49 people in here supporting this positive commentary, and I always will. I will never forget it. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, and also feel free to hit the cash app and support the channel. Okay, so now I think if I'm not mistaken, and if I am, I need y'all to correct me on this one. Jamila said it'd be hard for the parent because Nay Killer, that's her daughter, y'all. For those that don't know, her killer's mom said she apologized to me and said she didn't raise her son like that, but he still is her son and she loves him. That's listen. Listen, that's real. That's real. You know, that's real. And so yeah, let's get into Auntie Jan's letter to the courts to plead for leniency and mercy for Tim, her nephew. All right, so she writes, Dear Honorable Judge Ross, I am writing this letter to request leniency for my nephew, James T. Norman, who is appearing before you after being convicted. Oh, this is what I was saying. If I'm not mistaken, Tim is scheduled to be sentenced on March the 2nd, which is, I think it's this week. Let me see, because we got 28 days. Tomorrow is the 28th. So the 2nd will be on Thursday, y'all. And we're going to cover that. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what he actually receives as far as um his punishment, okay? So, she says that who is appearing before you after being convicted of conspiracy to commit murder for hire. I would like to express my sincerest apologies for any harm that James may have caused. Now, this is deep when your family, right? When your family is apologizing for what you chose to do. That's where it gets deep. Like when you have parents, such as in Jamila's case, that's apologizing for what their child chose to do. That's really deep. And then this right here, this is an auntie. This is his auntie. They're saying she apologized for what you know he's done. She said, as his aunt, I have known James his entire life, and I can attest to his character. James is a loving, kind, caring, and responsible individual who really strives to help others in his community. Although James did not experience the impact of having a strong, positive father figure, as a result, he did not always make the best decisions. However, with the support of his loving family, he managed to get back on his feet. This situation is completely out of his character, out of character for him, and both James and the family are deeply saddened by the outcome of the trial. I understand that James must be held accountable for his actions, but I implore you to consider the possibility of a more lenient sentence, such as having the possibility of getting out of prison one day and to spend time in the free world with his children and possible grandchildren. I am confident that with your guidance and support, James will emerge from his experience as a better person. Thank you for taking the time to read this letter, and I am appreciative of your consideration. Sincerely, and it says Janice, and it blacked out her last name. So, what do y'all think about that letter from Auntie Jan? What do y'all think about that?
It's very heartfelt, and I get it.
Hmm.
But his nephew will never be able to experience being with his children and or grandchildren one day.
I don't think
He's
he had any, but I get what you're saying.
but he's gone. He
Yeah,
didn't
he's
get
gone. He would never have that experience.
he
Right, right.
wasn't given the chance to become a father,
Exactly.
a
Exactly.
husband, or a grandfather, what have you.
Hmm.
So I see both sides, and this is hard because it's family members involved.
Mm.
So that it's kind of hard. I get her heartfelt letter. I do.
But the
Hmm.
But
part
in
that I,
hindsight, on the other side, what about the other family?
Hmm.
yeah, but the part that I don't get is when people say if he caused any harm. If he did, he did. So why not just say she
And the thing
apologized for
about it
him
is,
causing
it kind of intensifies. Good morning, Grace. It kind of intensifies when you cause that much pain and heartache to your own family. We got to remember this was within your own family.
it. Right? That's why I say I can relate.
Mm-hmm.
When
Yep.
it's within your own family, when a family member another family member is it's different when you don't know the perpetrator, but it hits totally different when the person is a family member.
Shout
Like,
out to y'all. Shout out to y'all for the 51 likes. I got 55 people in the house and I have 51 likes. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, y'all. Continue to hit that like button. Feel free to support the channel. Hit the cash out. Let me read what Jamila said right quick, Juicy.
okay,
She
go
said,
ahead.
she said, I agree with Fun. She says, because I feel that my baby is gone and he's locked away, but he's still able to breathe, eat, talk to his mom daily. And my grandbaby cry for her mom daily. And that's real. That's real.
Right? They don't recognize that everybody got a family. Like, you took somebody else's child, somebody's mother, somebody's, father, somebody else's person away from them. But
Hmm.
yet you get to just live in prison and still get the best medical care in the world when you're in prison. You get 3 square meals and a cot.
Come on. Three hot, like my
You-
dad said, three hots in the cot.
Right. But yet my child or my person don't get to see the sunlight no more. Don't get
Hmm.
to smell the air. Don't get to hear the birds singing and swinging. So
Hmm.
those people just, I
Yeah,
love
it's
you,
it's
letter.
it's hard when you're asking me to have mercy on this
Right.
person that caused harm and took a life. That's hard. You didn't
Yeah.
have mercy when you took mine,
Didn't even think about it twice when you took mine.
right? But now you want the courts to have mercy on your soul. I,
Right.
that's I don't know. This is really hard.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I know they be like, we not the judge or the jury. He gonna pay for it, but look, he got to pay for something. He got to while he down here on this earth, he got to pay for something. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And like I say, I get that, his family, and this is the thing. To be honest, I feel more for his mom and his family do I do for him. That's just his, because those people are experiencing grief and pain on two levels. Like they're feeling grief and pain for him because he's locked up or whatever. But Andre was their nephew. Andre was their grandchild. You know what I'm saying? Like it puts a whole twist. It puts a whole nother twist on things when it's in within the family. And just Kim, you know this.
Yeah, I
You
do.
know this.
It took me a while to really even. I still don't talk to him. You know what I'm saying? I don't have conversation with him because you haven't gave me a reason why you did it. If you could come up with a satisfactory reason why you killed my brother, maybe I will listen. But no, you still trying to say he didn't do it when everybody even outside seen you do it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So
So
don't
not
I'm not
owning up, not taking
right, not taking
accountability.
accountability.
And see, that puts an extra layer of I want to fuck you up on it.
Right. And it's like I can understand my sister, that's your son, baby. I would never tell you to stop talking to your child. I don't have to talk to him. He my nephew, yeah, true enough. But I don't have to have no words for the young man. I continue to pray for him. That because that's what I'm supposed to do. Pray for people, people, people. So
Hmm.
and I
Hmm.
just even on my mother's deathbed, she said she don't tell him that she was dying. She did not want him to know.
Wow.
She had already made her peace with God to say, to forgive him because in order to get in heaven, you have to forgive.
Mm.
You have to have forgiveness. She
Hmm.
already had made her peace, but she did not want him to know about her health situation. She said he
Still
don't
protecting
deserve to
him.
know.
Still
Yeah,
loving him.
Yeah, while she still loved him because that's her grandson, but she did not want him to know about her health issue. And I don't even know if he knew she passed away now, unless his mama told him.
I'm
Because
sure she
we don't
has.
talk to, I don't talk to him.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure his mama told him. I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah. So it's just it was hard. And like the first couple of years, I'm telling you, he been gone since 2012, but it's still hard. Like
Mm,
especially when you hear certain songs, hear or you see his friends and they want to bring back them old memories, you know. But
yeah.
you know, I don't care how long it is, you still breathe like it was yesterday.
Oh yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
know, but I don't think they should ask them for leniency because he shouldn't have known better. He already had did a 10-year stint.
Yeah.
So why didn't you tell the judge that in your letter? Like, you trying to say he a good guy, this, that, and the third. If he was that good, why did he go to jail 10 years?
Well, I
That's
think she sort of. I think she sort of kind of hinted at it when she said this. She hinted at that 10-year stint, right? Because she said James is a loving, kind, caring, and responsible individual who really strives to help others in the community. Although James did not experience the impact of having a strong, positive father figure, as a result, he did not always make the best decisions. So I think right there is what she hinted at, you know, his previous indiscretion. Okay. I think right there is what she hinted at it.
okay, because I
So
missed the hint.
Cause you got to know that the judge know about that 10-year stint.
You
Yeah,
know
the
he
judge.
do. I know he do. But you know when you asking a judge for leniency, you know you got to look at the whole spectrum. Like
Hmm.
I need to know why you think he need this leniency because you up here trying to float to me that he's a community person. All of these things, he a good person. All of these things before you get to the main reason why he need to what?
Hmm.
If he was all this good, why did he commit this crime?
Mm. Yeah.
Was it
I
just
get
because he was bored?
no,
Oh,
no.
okay, I think so.
I think I said it in my previous commentary when I talked about Tim. Tim comes across to me, and this is just from watching the episodes of Sweetie Pies, and I absolutely was a fan, or still is a fan. You know what I'm saying? Like I watched it, and to me, honestly, I think Tim came across as a person that felt entitled. He felt entitled, and I think Miss Robbie. Not to say anything bad about Miss Robbie, because look, I've been accused of the same thing, y'all. Think Miss Robbie over coddled Tim. You know what I'm saying? Tim did not have a dad. Miss Robbie really wanted the best for Tim. She really did. I honestly believe that woman wanted the best for her son. She had already lost a child, y'all. And when you lose one, I'm telling you, listen, when you lose one child, your biggest, your biggest fear is losing another one. It is like the worst fear that you can have as a parent. Like once you face reality that one of your children has been taken away from you, your biggest fear in life is to lose another one because you know the pain. You know the pain. And if you're blessed and able to get over, you never get over it, or I'm gonna say deal with. Come on, Miss Virginia. Um, when you learn to deal with that loss, like your biggest fear, like my daughters will tell, listen, I may have a panel with my daughters one day. My daughters will tell you, my daughters will tell you that, and don't get me wrong, like as far as when it came to my kids, I've always been overprotective. That's the only way I know to be. My mama and dad is that way. That's the only way I know to be. But when I lost my son, that shit intensified. It intensified to another level to whereas I track my daughters. I call them all day, every day. When I'm calling right now, y'all hold on. Talk to Kim. My girl calling me.
Y'all see how she just throw me out there to talk to skin. That's why I say I'm a special guest. But anyway, yeah, it's so hard. Uh, mm, I feel I have never lost a child other than I did have a miscarriage before, and I know the depression. I didn't know I was depressed until I knew I was depressed. If that makes sense to anybody, I but it's a different type of loss, I think, because I never got to meet it, but I still grieved because it was a part of me. It was I carried it. So, it's just, ooh, child, it's a mess. I tell you, I don't know.
Yeah, it is hard, but I don't like to really get in detail and speak on things I don't know and or
Mhm.
have experienced because
Right.
you know what I mean. But I can see it's a hard This is a hard situation to be in.
Yeah,
And Miss Robbie, yes, I feel for her. Truly, I do.
yeah, I do too. But the only thing about it, that everybody's like, because she can, by her, she don't have her grandson anymore, but she still have her son, and she can go visit him.
Mm-hmm.
She could, he could call her, collect on the call phone,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why a lot of people don't really. I guess that's where the breakdown come in at, and you know what I'm saying, that he still got air in his body, he's still breathing.
Yes, because one person is still here, the other person ain't. So,
Right, right.
and that's why I'm
I
saying
know I
as
know y'all
long
can't
as
see, but Come Correct has joined the panel. Welcome, sis.
Hey,
Hey, hey,
Hey.
hey,
hmm. Oh yeah, that's her.
let's
Hey,
be serious. Let's be serious now. I already hung up on y'all yesterday.
she hung up on that. I'm trying to change the subject. Y'all, I got a whole lot of animosity right now. Please forgive me.
I ain't for this shit. This is too early.
I'm just saying, did you hear the motherfucker didn't say bye, and then they just said click up? I said, woo, that's what we do now. But anyway, I'm sorry.
So we're talking about triggers, and I must say that your phone calls trigger me.
Yeah, whose phone call?
When I see your number pop up on my phone, it triggers me.
I know you ain't talking about my phone call because I don't always call for you. I be calling for my side piece.
Well, your phone calls trigger me, man.
Well, you need to stop answering. Let him answer sometime.
Well, if you want him to answer, maybe you should call his phone and not mine.
I should have a special ring anyway, since I'm a special guest. I need a special
You know
ringtone.
what? You know what? I'm not finna do this with you. I'm just not. I'm not finna do it with you.
You
So
know,
Virginia say it's painful to lose a mother, father, brother, or sister, but to lose a child is a whole different level of pain. And I have to absolutely agree. And Jamila knows that as well. Grace said, I think it's hard as family when a family member does something within the family. As a mom, I would write the letter because it's my child. But ultimately, the court makes the decision. Sad. That's facts.
yeah, that's yes, that is
That's facts.
Hey, I just came up here because I have two issues with this letter.
okay.
Go ahead, boo.
The first one it says, I would like to express my sincerest apologies for any harm that James may
That's what I
have
said.
caused. What
Yeah,
are you talking about, may?
yeah.
Wait a minute.
Okay. It wasn't just the young man who died, but all of the family members that were supportive of both Tim uh, and Andre. The
Mhm.
second issue that I have with this letter is the last sentence. It says this situation is completely out of character for him and both James and the family are deeply saddened by the outcome of the trial.
Mm.
So
Come
you're
on.
saddened by the outcome of the trial, but what about the death of a young man?
Mm.
Say that, say it, sister.
Come on.
So again, we talk about accountability,
Mm-hmm.
but you're not taking it for what it is.
Mm.
Your family member committed a wrong
Yes,
that cannot be corrected,
Yep.
but you want to say may or by the outcome of the trial.
Mm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You want to say her words, she could have worded it different. Like,
Hey, the truth. So, hey, the truth. Good. The truth. If you want to hit the link, come on up. I know you listen when it comes to this law thing and things of that nature. I look to you. I'm like Whitney Houston. I look to you, child. Listen. So, um, hit the link if you can. The truth. The truth said this is a standard letter of mercy. What do you mean by standard? Grace said the same thing. What do you mean by standard? Like, is it like a copy and paste type issue?
It's a template,
Yeah.
it's a
quote unquote,
template.
quote unquote. It's like a template, the type of letter you would write in this situation where you are requesting leniency.
Mm. Mm.
Oh, oh,
Wow.
that's deep.
That's weird.
Right.
Mm. Okay, well we'll wait to see if D Truth can hit the link to come on. We're gonna move on to um Miss Monica says she's pretty much saying she believes he's guilty but give him a slap on the hand.
What,
2 minutes
that
and a half.
bad?
Okay, D Truth. Okay, I understand. I get it.
Is that what that is? You say a slap on the hand, a little slap on the wrist?
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Mm, baby boom. So instead of giving him life, she want him to do like what, 25 years or something?
Sheila said, you're sure right, Truth. I lost a daughter in a triple homicide. I have the
Mm.
app 360 because this has changed my life. Girl, listen, I have Life 360. And sometimes even Life 360 ain't enough for me. Because let me tell you how bad it gets for me. Let me tell you how bad it gets for me. Like when, my daughters, they come and they pick my grandbabies up and I tell them to call me when they get home. I track them, not all the time, just when I'm feeling away. I track them. I literally sit there and watch the thing because it moves. As they move, it moves. It tell you how fast they driving, when they stop, when they start, when they reach the destination, and all of that, right? And so I'm so bad with it that even when they reach the destination, I still call to make sure they made it inside the house.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a paranoia and a fear that you just can't not get rid of
But
ever.
that ain't just, girl, that I got both of my children ring downloaded to my phone.
Mhm.
I have to look. I'm so. They said, "Mama, you just nosy. Nosy. You okay? Whatever. I'm nosy. That's what you want to believe." I'll be
Mhm.
like, "Okay." So
Mhm.
that
It
I
ain't got
tell
nothing to do
her,
with being nosy. Cause
right.
I absolutely don't try to keep up with everything they do. I don't. I just want to be sure they safe. That's it.
That and then I told her. I say I called her one day. Somebody was on her approach. I say, who that man is on your approach? She was like, if you
Now
don't get
you know
on
that's one
me,
thing. That's one thing that I have not elevated to. Like my youngest daughter, she's been in her place for I think like 2 3 years now. She has the ring camera. I haven't asked for access to that. And my oldest daughter, y'all know, she just moved out a couple months ago and she also has ring. I have not asked for access to those things just because I don't listen. They already feel like I'm just doing too much. Good morning, Charlene.
well,
But
my children don't like to answer the phone for their mama sometimes. So I have to. And that girl got that baby, and she stay really far. And my daughter got that baby, and I need to know what's going on because she out there way out yonder with her and
Mm-hmm.
her baby. But now my son, he married, so I really don't really watch his ring as much unless they gone. And he called and tell me, "Mama, we leaving or whatever." But
Mm-hmm.
so I really don't watch they ring as much. But my daughter, yeah, I be on her shit.
Look, I
Mm-hmm.
was 22 years old and my mom was calling me, and I was, working and living my life. And so, I wouldn't answer. Yeah, I know she threatened to call me in as a runaway.
How old you was
I said, I was 22 years old.
again? But guess what? You ain't as old as her. That was see, y'all sure need to recognize that you would never be as old as your mama. That's what my mama used to say.
Never. Welcome back, boo. Welcome back,
She
Nicole.
said,
Never.
"You will never be as old as me." So who the boss? Who the
Look,
boss?
look,
Not
there's a
the boss.
couple,
That's
there's
what
a,
she used to say. She used to say the truth, but I ain't lying. She used to be like, I'll be like, Ma, I am 25, 26 years old. She be like, that don't matter to me. And she be like, that don't matter. I'm still a boss, and I will run your ass.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It is what it is, shit. My mom and daddy
Yeah,
still tell me that. The fuck? I'ma still
right.
tell you that.
So I was like, you is the boss, cause baby, she'll pull off and pop the shit out you in the heartbeat.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We're gonna move on to Miss Roberts' letter. Okay, y'all be sure to hit the like button for your girl. I am trying my hardest and my damnness to get this channel back in the algorithm. So y'all, please, if you don't mind, hit that like button. Also, feel free to hit the Cash App. Mars, drop my link. I need to be supported in these three channels because I plan on going in. You feel me? So y'all feel free to support the channel. Okay. So
and
we're gonna go to Miss.
prayers to everybody that has lost someone, close.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Come correct. Grace say it's a letter. A loved one writes, "Last cry for mercy. Not slices the other family member. In my opinion, wouldn't want to be in neither mother's place. I say thank you, Jesus. It's not my test. Yeah, yeah, I agree, Grace.
Yeah, that makes
Thank you,
sense.
Grace. I appreciate that, sweetie. Oh, and yeah, if you have a community wall, anybody, if you have a community wall, please share out this live, okay? All right, so we're gonna move to Miss Robbie's letter, okay? So, Miss Robbie says, "My name is Robbie Montgomery. I am the mother of James Timothy Norman, an inmate who is coming before you for sentencing in a few days." She says, "I am writing to you to ask for mercy for my son." Lord Jesus, that just breaks my heart. She said, "As a mother, I am devastated that my son has been accused and convicted of the crimes. But I am pleading to God through you for mercy. Tim is my only living son. I lost my other son to violence in the streets of Los Angeles when Tim was only 15 years old." She said, "I don't know whether Tim did what he's accused and convicted of. He is still the baby that I bore, and I love him as every mother involved loves their child. When your child is in trouble, that's when they need you." Come on, Miss Robert. Listen. Y'all listen, I gotta stress that the evidence was overwhelming in this case, right? It really was. And I think a lot of people feel and know that Tim Montgomery is guilty of what they accused him of, right? I think we pretty much can surmise. Shout out to Sheila. Thank you, Sheila, for supporting the channel. I appreciate you, sweetie. Thank you so much. So I think we all can surmise that even in the court of public opinion and in the courts, that Tim is guilty of what he's been accused of. Okay. But that in no way. And Miss Robbie, listen, let's just be honest. Miss Robbie might be in a little bit of denial, y'all. Because when she says, as a mother, I am devastated that my son has been accused and convicted, she's still not owning that he did it. You know what I'm saying? She's just saying he's been accused and convicted, which means she could be alluding to the fact that, yeah, even though he was accused and convicted, still doesn't mean he did it, right? So Ms. Robbie is still in some sort of denial as to what he was accused of and convicted of, he actually did. You know what I mean? And when she says when your child is in trouble, that's when they need you, that is facts. I mean, that's when they need you most, y'all. That's when they need you the most. When they in trouble. When they made a fucked up decision, committed a fucked up act, and they're having to pay the consequences, like that's when they need you the most. She said, as a parent, I'm sure you know the feeling. The man that was presented to the jury and you at trial is not the man I know. I do not make this statement blind to all of the faults
And
that
truth,
we
can I say something? She
go
said
ahead.
the man that I don't know this man. When what was that you just said?
Ms. Roberts
Um,
said that the man that was presented at trial that they painted him out to be, that's not the man that she knows. That's what
okay,
she
right
said.
there. Okay,
Yeah.
right there. This
Let
is
me do
what
this right quick, Fawn, before you get into it. Welcome, the truth. Did I bring him up? Hold on.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Hey, good
Good,
morning.
good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning,
good
ladies.
morning.
Good morning, the truth.
Good
How
morning,
you
Demetrius.
doing?
Doing good. I'm just on the pooch.
You on the
What
phone?
pooch?
Yeah, isn't that what Juicy said? She was on the pooch.
I was on the poach. The poach.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The poach. You
What
know,
the hell?
you know what, did you? You ain't gonna keep messing with the way I talk. You know that, right? You just be always saying what you gonna say.
If you could so kindly send me like a dictionary, I might
Okay,
I
child,
might.
she don't even have a dictionary. The fuck? She don't.
Okay,
And
well,
then
I'll be
and
on.
then hype, like verbally spell out the word, and then I think I'll be better.
No, you gotta be a little country. You gotta be just a little. You sound like you northerner, but you ain't gotta have. You gotta have a little country swing in there.
Yeah,
You know.
you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
I heard a little bit pooch in there, but I didn't quite
yeah.
get it.
Oh yeah, that was the poach. The poach. You know, the poach. I can't even
You
stand
know how
y'all.
the truth is. Like he get focused on some shit. He get
Yeah,
focused.
you gotta start calling Cooter Cooter. I said, listen,
Cuda,
now,
yeah, Cuda. Is it
yeah,
Cuda? I'm sorry, you said Cuda yesterday. I
yeah,
thought it
I
was.
said
I
Cooter.
thought it was Cooter. I'm sorry.
No, Cooter, Cooter. You know, like Cooter Brown. You know
Yeah,
who Cooter
Cuda.
Brown?
Yeah, I know. I know a few Cuda Browns.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
Yes, indeed.
Big
Oh my
Willie, Cuda.
god.
Yeah, Big Willie, Cuda Brown. I know a few of them.
Yeah, see, he know about it.
So you had
So
asked
so
the first letter.
okay, go ahead. Did you now gonna ask you what you think about the first letter so far?
Here's the thing: people don't understand that judges get this same letter every single time. Every time you interview somebody, their kid ain't did it. Oh, he couldn't. Oh, he this isn't like him. Oh, okay, it's not like him, but this heinous act was committed by him.
Mm,
This is a
mm,
standard letter. Every district attorney, every attorney general, and every judge gets this same letter. This isn't like my child.
Mm.
I don't know. That is not. He just got with the wrong crowd.
Mm. Come on.
He he didn't mean to rob that store. Something must be happening that he needed the money. I'm just saying these are standard excuses that everyone gives when their child messes up.
Mm-hmm.
And for every letter that that judge will get like this, he will get a letter from the victim's family
Mm-hmm.
that will outweigh anything that this woman has asked for.
Mm.
They will talk about the days that they missed them, the things that they did as a child. The victim's mother or sister and brother, they're all going to write letters.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the judge has to sit there with these letters in front of him. Because
Come
just
on.
like that man took a life, this judge has a life in his hands.
Mm.
And it's
Mm.
much worse when it's a death penalty hearing.
So let's just be clear. Is this a death penalty hearing?
No,
Okay.
neither. I don't. They didn't seek the death
They
penalty.
didn't take the death penalty, right? Okay.
But remember, there's always the possibility. A judge could always sentence you to life without the possibility of parole.
Right. Right.
That means I'm going to lock you up and you will never, ever get out.
Come on.
And who do you think the judge is going to side with? You think the judge is going to side with the grieving mother who's going to show him, high school pictures of her son? If he didn't turn before that, but I'm just saying, it's going to be
Yeah,
great
he
for
had
her.
graduated. He had graduated from high
Yeah,
school. Mm-hmm.
it's like every judge goes through this because he knows his decision is about to affect more than the person sitting on the other side of that table.
Facts.
His children, his mother, his father, his sisters, his brother. The judge is affecting all those people. But think about it. When that man was concocting this whole plan up,
Mm-hmm.
he wasn't thinking about this day.
Oh no, absolutely.
None of them ever do.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, when they're concocting this plan, they think this is a full plan. This plan is foolproof.
Let me put a disclaimer out for those that don't know about the truth. Now, without going into a whole lot of detail, the truth has zero empathy or sympathy for criminals. Like he don't he don't have any when it comes to criminals. He no he don't have any kind of once you're a criminal, you're deemed a criminal, you're convicted, whatever. He goes all in. Okay, go ahead, the truth. It is
Be-
what it is.
because I've heard it all before.
Right, right. Mhm,
I've heard it all before. And
mhm.
and then if you feel sympathy, you regret sympathy because you know what happens? You felt sympathy. So you gave somebody another chance, which everybody should be given a chance. But
Mm,
you have to
mm,
have something in you that shows me that you're worthy of a second chance.
mm. Come on.
That man already served 10 years in jail, got out, and then committed
And
this crime.
let's not negate the fact that he got out. It was afforded certain privileges that most men that do 10 years in prison come out. They're not afforded those privileges. Like they're not afforded access to businesses that their mom grew while they were locked up. They're not afforded a lifestyle that's completely opposite of a criminal's. He was afforded privileges and opportunities and things of that nature. Well, he should have been walking that fine line for the rest of his life. Period. You know? And that's fact. He didn't
And
get out having to figure out as a convicted felon what he was going to do as far as work, as far as surviving, as far as being able to have somewhere to stay. None of that.
And there, he was stealing money from his mama. Remember, she said in the show how he was stealing money from her. So how is he an excellent child? I'm confused a little bit, just a tad bit. I'm confused, lady.
what do you what? Oh,
I'm
well,
confused. I'm confused.
okay. So, but here's the thing. He pissed it all away. Everything that was given to him, he pissed away.
Mm,
Spent it
mm.
all.
Wow. Wow.
Then tried to, I guess, make his own restaurants using the same name. His mother had to sue him for that. But
She sure did.
again, it's a mother,
Mm,
and it, it's the same every single time.
hmm.
My son couldn't have did this. This is very out of character. Well, was it out of character the time before he did something like this? Was it out of character when he robbed this store or that store? Or, I do have compassion because
Hmm.
Was
certain people get into
this
situations.
plot and plan? This was a plan, right?
Yes,
This was a plot and a
Yeah,
plan.
premeditated, pretty much.
Right,
Premeditated.
right.
this
Okay.
was a conspiracy to murder for money.
Mm,
This is not conspiracy to murder for jealousy. This isn't, I happened upon this. I didn't like this guy. This was a conspiracy to commit murder for money.
mm. Lord
That
Jesus.
that meant you valued money more than you did. And then it was his own nephew. The other people that he brought into this plot, he intrigued them with money.
Mm,
He gave
yes.
them money to do it. But him himself planned all of this for money.
Mm,
Those
mm.
other idiots, they're just idiots. He manipulated them.
Did.
He flashed money in front of them and they took it.
Did. Right? Mm-hmm.
Idiots.
This could have easily been a capital punishment trial.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason it could have been was because money. It was done for money.
For money. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Conspiracy to commit murder
For money.
is a capital offense. Even though many states don't carry capital punishment anymore,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't understand why they don't.
Uh, because they
That
crazy.
again, I mean, capital murder can only be sought when premeditation and the act of malice occurs, meaning you have no regard for human life. That's when capital murder is brought. Not, I got mad and shot somebody. For it could be first degree murder. I mean, he thought about it. But when you plan out the murder down to the detail, that's capital murder.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Because, from what we know about the trial and what was, brought out in the trial, this took months. You had numerous opportunities to say, you know what, I'm not going to do this. It took months for him to do what he did. So, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Pretty bad. So I'm gonna put the letter back up. We're gonna get into the letter some more. Um, so let's continue. Let me see. Did it come back up? Hold on, y'all.
Yes, there.
Yeah, my devices are so delayed. Hold on. Okay, there we go. All right. So I ended. And she said, when your child is in trouble, that's when they need you. As a parent, I'm sure you know the feeling. The man that was presented to the jury and you at trial is not the man I know. I I do not make this statement blind to all the faults that we as humans have and that Tim has. But the long term scheming and plotting that was outlined at trial is not the man I have known. My statement is not the unthoughtful plea of a mother in love with her son, which I do. Over the years, I have watched all the people that Tim has helped and encouraged me to help. I have watched him help ex offenders, friends, and relatives, trying to give them a hand up and volunteering with numerous community groups, providing food and service when there has been a need. Now, I will attest to the fact from what we saw on the show that that Miss Robbie and Tim absolutely did that. I remember it was brought out that most of the people that work in their restaurants were like ex felons. They had like this second chance program that they did. Now we're gonna keep it real and we're gonna state facts, right? And we're not gonna negate the fact that on that show we did see um a lot of charity, a lot of help, a lot of hands up. I can't not say that I didn't see that. You know what I'm saying? Um, and even when Andre came into the picture, even with Charles, I felt like you know, those young men were given opportunities and good morning, Miss Tia. I did see that. I did see what she's talking about in that statement right there. What do y'all think?
Uh,
Well, when
Go
I
ahead.
watched it, I didn't really see no empathy or whatever. When I watched it, I seen her cussing niggas out for eating the food when they got to pay for their meals. If you
Well,
work
it
in
was
a
all of
restaurant,
that. I ain't trying to act like all of it was
oh,
great, but you know what I'm saying? It was some issues.
it
It
was
was
some
definitely
issues,
some
right?
yeah, it was definitely some issues. But in the midst of things, I'm not gonna say that it was all bad. We did see tender moments and we did see things happening where these
Right.
people help people. I can't negate that.
Who? Well, yeah, she had her favorites who she would help. Like that one dude, I remember him, but I don't. I really didn't see a lot of like community help or nothing like that. They didn't show all that. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see it. I might have missed it though. Y'all know I go to sleep in a minute.
Damn it. Yeah, I did see some things. I did see some things. I ain't gonna lie. I did see some things where I felt like they were helping people in the community, and helping. Yeah, I saw some things. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. So then she goes on to say, I do not have Solomon like wisdom to answer the question that must be answered in sentencing. I do know how complex the burden of carrying grief, loss of losing a first son, a grandson, and on the verge of losing my last son. This is more than a mother should have to carry into the sunset of her life. I pray that you will find a way in performing your sentencing responsibility to allow a small light of hope to Tim and me and going through these remaining years to find hope for redemption. I love all my children. Wait a minute. I love all my children and grandchildren equally and have suffered with them in facing all their obstacles. This has been the hardest. Okay. Then she goes on to say, hold on, I'm going to pull it up, y'all. I think y'all may see it before me. Oh, Jesus. She says, and y'all don't start at the top because I just put up, let me start where I ended. She said, this has been the hardest. And then she says, I know that the man portrayed to you is not the man inside him. I am praying that your decision will leave an opportunity for that light in him to shine through. Thank you for your consideration and understanding of a mother and grandmother's love. Respectfully, Miss Robbie Montgomery. Okay. And that's it on that, y'all. That's the letter that she sent to the judge to plead for mercy, grace and mercy, and leniency for her child. Um, so,
She's also the victim here, correct?
oh, she's absolutely a victim. Absolutely.
But I don't see that in there. I don't see the victim mentality in that letter. I see a plea for her son to maybe get the possibility of parole.
Maybe that's what she's pleading for, y'all. And see, that's what people have to recognize and realize that maybe, because see, people think that, in reading that letter, that maybe she's pleading for him to be granted some type of miraculous. I think too, like you said, the truth, I think that maybe she's just pleading for an opportunity, like maybe not life without parole. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe, yeah, he needs to do some time. He absolutely needs to do some time, but can I plead for him to at least, at least get out and
I think
experience?
I
Go
think
ahead.
she thinks he should get like 20 years.
So, what do you think about 20 years for him? What do you think?
I don't, how old is he now? He's in his 40s, right?
I
Late
think he
40s.
may be like 40, 40 something. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Well,
A- Again, how do you give them what the hell?
Juicy, sign off and come back.
okay.
All right, baby. I'm
So
gonna drop the link.
how do you give one of them 32 years, right? Because that's what that Hill guy got, 32 years.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what he got. Yeah.
And Tim Norman is the mastermind
Mm-hmm.
behind this. They didn't come to him. He went to them. He told them how to
Mm-hmm.
do it, when to do it, and where to do it.
Mm-hmm.
How is he going to get less time than the people he hired to kill?
Facts.
It doesn't work like that. You when you get the same thing. You're no different.
Well,
And
if not the same thing, if not the same thing, more.
yes, that's what I'm saying. If that, how are you going to get less than the guy you hired to do the job? I mean, hell,
Mm-hmm.
some states it don't matter where you were in the plot, you as guilty as the man that pulled the trigger.
Mm.
What about premeditation?
And
That's
that's the thing that I don't think was taken like.
you there. Oh, we lost.
So Jamila says they do involve age because he got 45 years. They claim it's life because he's 47.
Yes, it is. But here's the thing, though. He's saying 45 years.
Can y'all hear me?
Now we can. Now we can.
Okay, Jamila said, read what I said. I dropped off for a minute, y'all. Let me see what she said. Read what I said. Truth. They do involve age because he got 45 years. They claim is life because he's 47. So what so Jamila, you feel like, see, that's the thing though. That may not even be life for that dude. Like he's 45. Well, he'll be 90 something. That may mean life. Let's just be clear. So yeah. So yeah. So what you saying, Jamila, is they can like probably impose life and not just say it's life. It could be the years that they give because of their age. You know what I'm saying? And if he's 44, I think somebody put in the chat he's 44. If he gets 50 years, he's done.
Yeah, 94 is when he's projected to get out. But again, there's good behavior.
There's
There's
programs.
program. There's it, it he's it didn't say 45 to life.
Right.
It said 45 years.
Truth, can
Mhm.
you drop the link for Juicy
Oh,
Tea?
sure. Yeah.
See,
Okay.
let's say he got 45 years. It wasn't 45 years to life because when they sentence you to 25 years to life, right?
Wait a minute, D True. So Jamila said in her daughter's case, the guy that murdered her daughter, it was his second murder. Now that guy should have got life. Now what's up with the motherfucking 40 something years?
Well, unless they stipulate 45 years to life, it means you're eligible for parole at the 45-year mark. When you say 45 years, that's your sentence. That's what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
When they like 25 years to life means
Mm-hmm.
on the 26th year you will go up for
And
parole.
see, it's a possibility that they may receive that, and that's not fair. That's not fair.
Well, again, every victim has the right to be present at any parole hearing. The video I did about the freckle faced killer
Mm-hmm.
who killed that little boy at 14, he got the maximum as a child. So
Mm-hmm.
his first time going up for parole was, I believe, at the 10-year mark. So at the 11th year, he went up in front of a parole board. The little
Mm-hmm.
boy's family went every single 2 years to tell them he does not need to get out.
Okay. Let's welcome
Yeah,
Jamila.
that's
Yeah, I can
good.
hear you, Jamila. Hey, sweetie, you want to speak?
Yes, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, boo.
Yeah, that's true what D Truth said because I think in like 25 years or so he could go back in front of the parole board. That don't mean they will release him. And like he said, they said they will get in touch with me every time he go in front of the parole board. So I'm hoping that he don't even get released because this wasn't his first murder. I found out in court that he had murdered someone in jail. He was in jail doing 5 years and then he murdered somebody and then ended up doing 11 years, which he got released. But now he got released to, murder my child.
My recommendations to you
So
is,
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can y'all hear me? Wait
yeah,
a minute. So this dude was in jail for was sentenced to 5 years, and within them 5 years, he committed a murder in jail, and he was actually released
Yep.
to be
After
able to
doing it.
commit another murder.
Yes.
See shit like that to me, it's sickening.
so they sentenced him to another 6 years for the murder in the jail, and then he got paroled on his 11th year.
Right. He got paroled out
Mhm.
to what? Commit murder again.
Now,
Wow.
my suggestion to you, Jamila, is find out, when he is eligible for parole. 2 years prior to the eligibility, start writing your letters. And I'm not talking about just you.
And
Whoever.
as soon as baby girl is able, have her to write some as
Mhm.
well.
2 years prior, and when they go to look at it, they're going to be looking at a stack. I'm not saying you need to write every day, but once every 6 months, maybe once every eighth month, you write a letter to the parole board 2 years prior to
Okay.
his release, so they know you have not changed your feelings. And what you said about he's already done this once. You let him out, he did it again. Do you want to let him out a third time so he can cause somebody else's family pain?
Mm. Mm.
And you're allowed to be there, and you're allowed to speak at the parole hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to share out her stuff again, True, and we have to do a part two because there's so much I found out at court that's so
Oh, girl,
unbelievable.
listen, listen. I'm on this channel. I'm on this channel 8 a.m. every morning. Let me know what day you want to do it.
Okay.
Let me know what day you want to do it, and I got you.
Because remember, I was telling you, they said the young lady had nothing to do with it, but my daughter didn't know this guy. That
Absolutely.
was the lady cousin. And then the mother said in the court, his mother said, "I'm sorry my son got involved in this mess and your daughter was killed over a lie."
Come on with it. Come on with it.
So so now I'm like, she's supposed to be locked away too.
And we said that.
Right.
Absolutely. So yeah, we will do a part two. Like I said, Jamila, you let me know what day, and it'll be 8 a.m. in the morning. Let me know, and I got you.
Okay.
I
That's
got you.
why here in Michigan, I love the prosecutor, Kim Worthy. She told my mother that my nephew would not see the light of day as long as she's still a prosecutor. As far as like he got, I think 36 years and 52 the max. So he got to spend 32. And his kids will be grown, probably making babies by the time he get out of jail. So
Mm.
52 is the max, and he already done beat up the guard. He already got caught tickets. So, child, that counts against anything you try to do. All that in jail counts.
Wow.
Yeah. He was trying to get 10 years. They was fighting for him to get 10 years because of his age, and I'm like, oh please stop it.
No, they
Ain't
can't.
that sad? Ain't that sad? Ain't that sad? It's the same thing like when we went into the whole the initial hearing we went to for my son's murderer. He got three charges. His charges equal up to about $450,000, right? As far as his bond or bail or whatever. And when we did, and that hearing was out, it was actually a Zoom hearing, but that lawyer had the nerve to sit up. It was a bail reduction hearing, is what it was, and like I say, his shit added up to like $450,000. That woman actually got up in front of the judge and asked that his bond be reduced to like, I don't want to lie, I don't know if it was 25 or 75, but it was one of those numbers. $25,000 or $75,000. That's what she asked for his bond to be reduced to. Come on, bro. Like really?
That's their
Right.
job.
As a parent, I know everybody need a lawyer, whatever, and innocent to proven guilty. But y'all know this man murdered my daughter in front of her child and almost took her child out. And for you to really sit there and was fighting for 10 years was unbelievable.
That's their
That is
job.
really unbelievable.
That's their job. And you can't. A defense attorney. That's his job.
Hmm. Yeah.
And as a defense attorney, you have to understand it doesn't it doesn't matter if he's guilty or not. If they're
Mm-hmm.
if they're guilty, you try to get the least amount possible. That's your
Mm-hmm.
job. Because if a defense attorney does not do his job and do
Mm-hmm.
it correctly with the best interest of his client, that inmate can go back and petition the court and say, my lawyer did not have my best interest.
That's
I
true.
did
Ineffective counsel. That's what it is.
I did not get the proper counsel that I should have gotten, and that's the reason that I'm here in jail. And you
Mm-hmm.
look over the case and see that the defense attorney did everything possible not to defend him as innocent. He will be granted a new trial. Now, this is what happens with new trials.
Yeah, he put in for an appeal, I heard,
Mhm.
which I'm like, wow.
So, a new trial, 10 years down the road, he gets us granted.
Mm.
The witnesses are gone, the
Hmm.
evidence is gone. The only thing they have is the testimony from the previous trial, which can be inadmissible because they could say, well, that's going to damage the jury if they hear the because we're saying that he didn't have effective counseling, so you can't use any of that. So now you got to go find the eyewitnesses. You have to go find the police officer in the case. You have to look over all that stuff. That stuff gets misplaced, put lost all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why people are like, if a new trial could possibly mean this person is set free.
Yeah, that's true.
So, Miss Ann has a question. She asked, I hope this isn't a stupid question, but
Mm.
if Tim admits that he did it, can his sentence be reduced?
At this point, what you think be true? Because I'm not sure.
No, because again, these are things you're always going to hear. You should have admitted your guilt prior to being convicted. Now
Mm-hmm.
you want to come forward and say, yeah, I did it. Okay. Now, at the parole hearing, you have to admit and make amends.
Yeah. Yeah.
So basically, for him to turn around and say, well, yeah, I did it, but I did it. I mean, what explanation could Tim give to the reason for doing this?
Other than the true reason, which was money,
Yeah,
jealousy,
that's it.
that's it.
Money.
That's it.
And there is no way in, and again, everything goes through the victim.
Mm-hmm.
And Jamila, when they went to sentence him, they told you ahead of time, didn't they?
Yes.
And if it didn't sit right with you, they would try to talk to you about why this happened the way it is. But if
No,
you,
but
yeah,
he
if
was up. It went initially when this happened. It was first degree murder. I always felt like it was premeditated. It was supposed to go to trial, and at the last minute, they made a plea deal with him, which I feel he should have never even gotten a plea deal. He's a murderer, and he just should be behind bars for the rest of his life. Because at the end of the day, he got 45 years. But to me, he's still alive. He's still breathing, eating. His mother could visit him, touch him. I don't have none of that no more, and my grandbaby don't have that no more. So it's to me, it's still not justice. So
Mm-hmm.
that's just what it is.
well,
Mm-hmm.
It's
plea
almost like
deal,
the value of life don't have a it don't have a purpose. Like it don't have a these the people that kill these people don't the quality of life is just nothing no more. Like you kill me, you get a sex offender get more than a person that can go out here and kill somebody. A drug
And
person
that's true facts.
that
In
sell
some
drugs to
instances,
get
that's
more.
true facts.
And robbery. Shit.
Yeah, like what is it? Is it a code that we supposed to? What is it?
No, it's
What?
that this world we live in today don't value life. People don't value life. The justice system don't value. They don't value life.
The reason that
We live in a
people,
day and time where you can actually put a price on somebody's life.
but
You know what
Period.
I'm dealing with now? I don't know if it's nightmares, but the my grandbaby lately been crying in the nighttime, and then when I asked her what's wrong, she said she wants her mom. It's just been happening a lot lately, and I'm just to the point where what can you tell a 4-year-old, because
Oh
she never
wow.
coming back. So that's what she going through right now. So they said she at the age where she can
And see,
get
that's the
therapy.
thing when they want these people to get out in what 10, 20 years. That's the thing. This thing that this man has done is it has a lifelong effect.
Yeah,
Not
traumatized. That's what
only
it is.
on Jamila and her daughters and her family, but also her grandbaby who don't have her mama. That shit is hard to deal with. Like you have to deal with that shit every day. It don't go away. It does not go away.
And that's what they don't consider is,
Right.
physical, our physical wounds can heal, but it's the emotional aspect that lingers
Mhm.
and lingers and lingers and
Mhm.
lingers,
Mhm.
especially when you witness something so traumatizing
Mhm.
or experience it.
And they think, because the baby, I think Jamila, correct me if I'm wrong, was she two? Was she two when this happened?
She just had made 3.
Because she had just made three. So this is the thing. Most people think as a 3-year old, she'll get over it, she'll forget it, she don't remember it. But no. See, the thing about the psychological, that baby probably, she probably will have dreams about this forever. She probably remember. Listen, let's think about the 3-year olds now that we have it. Look at my three when my grandbabies were 3. When your grandbabies are 3, these kids are a different breed of children.
They so smart.
Smart as well. That baby probably visualize, and I'm pretty sure she's having dreams about it. Jamila,
Probably so,
I'm
because
pretty sure.
she was hitting her back twice. So
She was hit in the whole situation. She was actually hit by bullets. You know, and she probably, girl. Let me tell you something. What could happen? Because I listened to a lady talk about it in group counseling. The group, one of the groups that I belong to. She's raising her grandbaby that pretty much witnessed her daughter murder. Okay, domestic violence. All right. So it's been for this woman. It's been 10 years. The baby was 2, right, when it happened. Um, and so it's been 10 years or whatever. But this woman said that at 12 years old, her granddaughter came to her. She came to her and she said, "Grandma, do you remember what happened to my mama?" And I call her my friend because we become close because of the situation or whatever. And she said, "Do you remember?" And the grandmama said, "Yeah, baby, I remember what happened." She said, "No, do you remember what actually happened?" And she was like, "What do you mean?" And she said that, and she gave that woman a play by play at 12 years old, and it happened at 2. She literally gave her grandma a play by play by play, and mind you, in them 10 years, the baby had never done that. You know what I'm saying? She had
But
never done that.
the Bible speaks of this. The Bible speaks of that the children that's coming will be wiser. They will know things that you thought they wouldn't know. They gonna be
I
wiser.
remember things that you wouldn't think they will remember.
Yes.
Jamila baby may come to her one day and give her a play by play of what happened that day. it would be probably the weirdest thing. Like Jamila probably would just lose it, but it could happen. You know what I mean? Because she is a forever after effect. It's like these people don't get. I just wish people before they pick up guns and decide to take a life that they would consider not only the family of that person but their own family. You know what I mean? And I know that's not. It's pretty much not a reality, but I just wish. And see, that's the thing that these people that's sitting in prison for doing these things, that's what they should realize that, because see, you got to know that these murderers that's sitting in prison serving time, they're only thinking about their life and their, the fact that they got to sit up in prison. They're not thinking about the lives out there in the streets that they've affected. Children, they don't think about that. It's all about what they're going through in prison. You know what I'm saying? Slaying said, truth is speaking the truth about life isn't valued as much, especially if the perpetrator has money or clout. Crimes against children are on the rise, yet the perps don't receive much time. And I know you know that, Slaying. That's sad. That is so sad. It's sad, y'all. But in closing, I'm gonna say because I do want to keep these lives to about 2 hours. I don't want them really really long because I do want people to catch the replays and things of that nature. But and wrapping it up as far as when it comes to Miss Robbie and her whole situation. Listen, I feel for Miss Robbie. I pray for Miss Robbie. I sympathize and empathize with Miss Robbie. Like I think the worst thing that you could be facing in life or dealing with in life in your 80s or whatever is. But this is the thing, and I do understand that Miss Robbie and Auntie Jan want the judge to, have some consideration when it comes to Tim. But let's just be honest: the person that should have had the most consideration, who should have had the most consideration for Miss Robbie? Tim. Tim should have thought about all the people that he was going to affect when he decided to do what he did. Cause see, let's just be clear. Tim ain't affect his own life. He affected his life, his mama's life, all of his family members, all of Dre's family members outside of the family members they share, all of Terica's family members, all of Trevel's family members, all of Wiley's family, all these people. Just imagine the number of people that were affected by this one case and this one act of violence. It's sickening and it's sad. Now, my opinion as to leniency and mercy for Tim, as far as when he's sentenced, I don't know, y'all. I don't know about any type mercy. I think he should get the max.
Mm-hmm.
E. Brooks, do me a favor and email me because I'm not done talking about this because he's going to be sentenced in a couple of days. So I will be coming back with more updates. So E. Brooks, do me a favor and email that to me. If it's a video or article or whatever, please email it to me, E. Brooks, like ASAP. And I promise you we'll talk about it. And listen, y'all, on this channel, y'all know from before when I was doing this channel, if y'all have any cases, whether it be personal or cases in the news that you want me to cover, email me. My email is strolling, y'all. So email me and okay, email it to me, E Brooks. My email is strolling, and this goes for the people catching the replays. Any cases that you would like for me to cover, please email me. Help me out. It helps me out to talk about things that y'all want to talk about. Okay. So in closing, everybody on the panel, y'all want to say anything before we get out of here?
I feel
No.
like, as far as leniency, the fact that he can still breathe
It's enough.
is enough leniency. He can still have visits from his family members.
Thank you, Nicole. Send it to me, boo. Send them to me. Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
see what other leniency is should be requested, but all in the court's hands.
It really is. Hmm.
And I
So
feel
the leniency and the grace and mercy you feel come correct is the fact that he's still here.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay.
and I feel like I'm not a judge or a jury, but I feel a life for a life. I think that if they start like killing, murking some of these niggas in prison that done did these crimes, I believe in the death penalty. Put it like that. I
Mm.
do. I believe in the death penalty. You took something precious to me, so why should you be able to still breathe and walk and talk to other inmates and eat good, well, not good food, but eat, period? I do
Mm.
believe in it. I do. Family or not. I'm just saying. You took something precious to me, so why should you be able to still breathe?
Mm.
It
And
takes
that's just how I feel.
Me too,
And
Juicy.
you're
Me
entitled,
too.
Juicy. You're entitled to that feeling. You
it,
are.
it, it takes 12 to 17 years to actually execute a person on death row. There's some people on death row been over there for over 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
20 years. The whole system needs to be revamped.
Mm-hmm.
and you
TVs,
are so correct about that.
TVs in the cells,
Yeah.
uh, potato chips and ding dongs and whatever. They're allowed to commingle with each other. They're allowed to sit and watch cable TV. They got internet. They got
The only thing they took from the prisoners was they can't smoke no more. Ain't no more smoking in prison, in jails or whatever, prison.
yeah. They have a yard that they have to smoke in.
No, they can't even smoke there no more. Somebody
Really?
said they can't even smoke. Well, I think here, I don't know about where any other state, but they can't smoke no more. Ain't no more cigarettes, no more contraband.
Yeah,
Nicole
where
said
I
they
was a
got
CO at,
YouTube
they couldn't.
channels.
Where I was a CO at, it was not allowed.
Mm.
Yeah, they took smoking away. Yeah.
Well, now they'll live
Well,
longer.
shit, they should. It should be taken away. You know, some privileges should be had. Shit, it is what it is.
There is plenty of things that the prison system can find for people to do that will benefit everyone. There's a lot of trash to pick up. There's a lot of holes to dig.
You say
Come
bring the
on.
chain gang back. Bring the
Damn
chain
right.
Because it
gang.
was the whole thing. You remember the whole thing about the prisoners making license plates and shit? Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, they should listen. Come on now, because they already living off what the states and our dimes. You know, we pretty much feeding them and housing their asses and things of that nature.
But they were still getting paid for doing that.
Nope.
They
No
wasn't
pay.
getting. Oh, they wasn't getting paid
No,
for
no,
doing
they
it.
they were. They put
Oh,
in
I
so
thought
many.
so.
They don't get that much, but still,
No, but it was enough for them to buy something from the commissary.
yeah, And then they got mad at that sheriff out in Arizona. He's an ass, but still, he just put up tents. He's like, go ahead and run if you want to, but you gonna live out here in this tent with no AC.
Wow,
I
wow.
mean, they do have it made in shade. Like I said, they get the best health care. It was when I have to go to the hospital, they bring inmates into the hospital, and they chained up and stuff, but they still mingling with us. They should have a separate space for these people. Like I don't want to see these people in handcuffs and care now coming from the
Hmm.
prison. They should have a separate entrance, a separate unit they to be in. I don't want to
Well,
see that.
they do. They'll only bring out certain inmates for certain things that the
Hmm.
infirmary can't handle.
Yeah, it has to be something that has a. Because
Yeah,
when I was working at the hospital, when I did my stint in the outpatient department in the business office, and what my job was to register these people in, get insurance information and all. And a lot of the inmates would come in for outpatient procedures.
yeah,
They would come in for things that couldn't be handled in
yeah.
the actual prison. You know what behooved me though? What really behooved me, and that's why I say the jail system is so corrupt. And I think a lot of people, with jail and prison and stuff, that stuff is not for. I feel like, and I know this is like a pipe dream or whatever, but I feel like when someone goes to prison for so many years, it should be some type of rehabilitation. And I know they offer such programs, but my thing is this: I used to get we had a contract at the hospital with this one particular jail, and the female inmates would come in and hold on, let me see who this is, y'all. I hope I don't lose my thought. I don't know who John Smith is, but I'm gonna put my banner up. But listen, let me say this while I bring this person up.
Okay.
They would bring in female inmates that were pregnant,
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
when you would ask them, that you would know how far along they were, and then you would ask them how long they had been in there. These women were actually getting pregnant inside the jail,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
inside the inside the prison. Now, where the fuck does that make sense,
Mm.
yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then that the state is taking care of the baby, the medical things, and things of that nature. And it's just a whole lot that goes on, y'all. It really
Yeah, but
is.
the programs that they have, like getting your GED, a lot of those programs have been cut because they claim, financial, we don't have the money or what,
No.
or whoop de woo. And
So
Hey
hold
there,
on one
everyone. I'm
second,
from
y'all.
England.
Hold
Can
on
you understand
one
my
second, juicy
accent?
baby. We have a John Smith. Can I help you?
Hiya, I was just listening. I'm a YouTuber from the UK, and you were
Can I
talking
help
about the
you?
prison system. In the UK, our prison system is totally
All right,
different.
let
But
me
one
go
thing
ahead,
they've
juicy. Let me
started
do
to
this.
do the past couple of years, right? They're putting them in, right, with younger people, and we're seeing more violence in jail. But one thing we don't do in the UK is put females into
Mm. Can y'all hear me? I
jails
don't know
with
if I lost
males.
connection or not. I don't hear.
No, I hear you, Truth.
I
All right,
was
let
Not
me
you,
let
my
me
They
do
was
boarding
this.
you,
talking
love.
about the UK prisons. He was
So
telling
did
us
y'all hear
about
the
the
person that?
Yes, he's talking about
yeah.
the UK, United
And
Kingdom.
how different the UK system is to yours. I've spent many, many
Okay, all right, cause
years
I
in the
don't hear
jail
that
system
person.
in UK. And say when you've got a big facility, they don't put women,
Hello.
even if it's in separate buildings, they don't put women in the same building.
We don't
Uh-huh.
either.
That
We don't
Yeah,
either.
we
We
don't
don't.
do
We
that
don't have
either,
co-ed.
John.
Yeah, we don't have. We have male prisons and we have female prisons. Now they may be in the same facility, but they're separated.
Right. Different floors or
Yeah,
different
they're
See,
not
we don't
allowed.
have
cell
bail
blocks.
bonds, people, right? You could get done for, I don't know, let's just say attempted murder, yeah? And you could get bail for it in the UK. Some people do, they can actually get sentenced to 10 years for murder in the UK. You'll be out in 7 or 6. The UK system is very flawed. We give very light sentences. But what we do need, and this is coming from somebody who spent many years in the UK judicial system, right? We need more stringent and we need more stricter sentences because without them strict sentences like you have in the UK, the UK at the moment is, excuse my language, is going to hell. There's stabbings, shootings every day, drug problems. It's not what you think over here, people. It is really bad.
We have this. We have the exact same system as you do. It's called good behavior. So you can
Right.
be sentenced to 10 years, and you'll and under federal standards, you're supposed to do your 10. When it comes to the state, you can be released
Yeah,
early.
it's
But
so different. That's
yeah,
the thing that gets me. They put everybody in together. So you get a sentence 10 years and higher, you're classed as a long termer. Yeah, so you get that sentence for fraud, you'll be put in with murderers. I think you call it state or something like that, but that's what they do. But they're speaking about it in the British Parliament. What they're trying to do, they're kind of trying to put violent prisoners in with violent prisoners and people who've got things like big fraud cases, even though they're going to catch a 10 or a 15, they're going to put them in a totally different jail altogether. Now, I do believe that that works because, say, now you've gone to college, university, you've taken the bad path, you've got into fraud. You put that person in with somebody who is streetwise, who's lived on the street, who is streetwise, right? That person's going to get bullied and ripped apart. And that is not proper punishment, I believe. I believe and everyone should be punished, right? But we should do it in a humane way where we profile the people before they go in jail. But there's none of that in the UK at the moment. They're speaking about it in Parliament. Anyway, listen, people, I gotta go. Right, the conversation is interesting. I love the channel. Thank you for having me on, and big love from your brother from the UK, people.
Well, thank you. Share me out. I appreciate that.
Okay,
Thank
so
you. Listen, there's loads of people who watch you in the UK. There's a pub, my local pub. We got you on the screen in here sometimes, and we watch you now. We do. It's
well,
about 50,
Okay.
60 people
yeah,
all drinking in a pub listening to you.
you need to
I
call in
put
and let us know.
Listen, next
I
time I'm in a pub or I'm in the club, right, I'll go live, yeah, and we'll have a little bit of a laugh and that, right? You can see all the people and that and get their opinions. But look, thank you for having me on. I got to crack on with the dinner for the dogs. It's 3:30 p.m. in the UK. The kids have just come home. But listen, I love you all. Thank you very much.
all right, appreciate that. Thank you. Have a good day.
Now,
Shout out to Nanya. Nanya say Marjorie Williams is trolling y'all today. That does not meet true thirst. Shout out to Nanya. Thank you, sweetheart. I know that's not you, Nanya.
we say UK, is that none?
Listen, I appreciate you. Love, baby. Come on with it. Y'all come on, support the channel. Y'all know I got to get this channel back. Y'all come on, support the channel. Thank you, love, baby. Thank you, sweetheart.
You can
Um,
you can donate in pounds. That's what we have over there.
Euro.
Euros, pounds, whatever. Well,
Listen,
when he,
listen. Let me tell you something. I look at my analytics, y'all, and the truth of the matter is, I do have people in the UK that watch me. That's no lie. I do. So I appreciate it. Come on, me Margie. Thank you, me
Well,
Margie. I appreciate
true,
y'all.
true, true. Welcome to the Quickie Mark.
Stop it.
at first I was like, what?
Child, listen,
Yeah,
I was freaking out because my device froze up and y'all was hearing them. I wanted to hear them. I wanted to make sure my banner was up. I didn't know what was going on. So I'm glad y'all had my back, child, because
no, he
that
was.
was scary.
We have minimum and maximum security prisons, so
Oh yeah.
they don't have that over there. Everyone goes to whatever prisons in your region, where we have
Right.
minimum and maximum prisons, where minimum
Right.
prisons barely have any fences.
Oh yeah, it's pretty much like a camp. It pretty much
Yeah,
reminds me of those
yeah.
when I know a dude that went to federal prison, and he was actually on a camp on Air Force base. He was in prison in a camp, but he was on a army base in prison. Like it was, I promise you, it was pretty much they did with it was minimum security,
Yeah,
very minimal.
minimum. I've been called to go find a few people that just walked off the campus, as they said. And when
Right.
I caught them, they
What?
were like, "Well, I didn't know where it ended. Oh, you just kept walking, right, motherfucker?"
Right, they got like wait a minute, Nick, Miss Natasha. Let me see. When did you become a member, sweetie? I can go into my studio and see if it's showing up there. When did you do it? Because I don't see it like on this live. Let me see. Let me see. But yeah, it's minimum. It's very minimum maximum. But they say like those prisons in certain places. Oh my God, I'm pretty sure you know about that. The true.
And they walk to the store, and come back. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, but they come, and they have certain things. In minimum prison, in minimum security prisons, they actually can have jobs where they leave the prison.
Shout out to Mad and Nanya.
Yeah,
They came out the damn bushes. Shout out to State Gang. They came out the damn bushes. I'm like, what the hell?
yeah, they can actually leave for their job, but they have to be back by when their job is over.
Oh yeah, yeah. Work release.
Yeah,
Work release.
and basically they have to show up by a certain time. If some of them will call and say, "Hey, I'm held up, traffic, whatever," but
Hmm.
a lot of them will be vanned to work. Like there's a
Oh yeah,
van will take
yeah.
them.
Yeah, you
But
right.
again, those guys embezzled, a couple thousand
Yeah,
dollars.
it's called the white collar crime.
Yeah,
Hmm.
they're not violent, and
Right.
that's how they separate. The prison system is separated:
Hmm.
non-violent and violent crimes. Yeah.
Shout out to Slaying. Thank you, Slaying, for supporting the channel. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Natasha, what I'm gonna do when I get off of here is I'm gonna go into my studio and make sure that it is showing up. I'm writing it down right now, and if it's not, I'm gonna let you know when I come back. Cause I'll be back mid afternoon
Yeah.
with
None
on the other channel.
none of them are showing up right now on,
So,
on this channel. Like there's no little, I know squatters don't have it, but they usually have that star. None
Oh,
of
so
them.
this channel doesn't have membership.
Yeah. And
I'm thinking she's talking about the other channel because this channel doesn't have membership.
yeah, it doesn't carry over.
No, it doesn't. Mm-mm. Not on this channel. Hi,
can you please tell Squeaky to leave me alone?
Squeaky, what are you doing?
She meddling. She meddling with me.
Okay, Squeaky, leave Juice Kim alone. I don't know what she did to you. I'm pretty sure she did, but we just gonna ignore it for right now and just leave her alone.
She's on the pooch right now. Leave her alone.
Slay it. Go over to my all tea no shade channel and go to the home page and hit the join button, and that's how you become a member. This channel does not have membership. Y'all said I don't want y'all to confuse it, okay? This channel right here does not have membership. It is monetized, but it doesn't have membership. Okay. I don't think ebooks like that name. I think it's cute, juicy, but I don't think ebooks like that name. So you might need to come up with another name for her. But do you do it just to get under her
Listen,
skin though?
wait a minute, check this out. How old is these books compared to me? I'm older than her, right? She don't boss me. She don't
Okay,
boss me
well, I
at
mean,
all.
if the woman don't want to be called Squeaky, can you not call her Squeaky? Thank you again, Slaying, sweetie. I appreciate you, beautiful. Can you not
Well,
call her Squeaky if she don't want to be called Squeaky?
did she say don't call her Squeaky?
Yes, she did.
He did
She
say
just
that.
said it.
And I know you can't be on here and look at the chat, but she said, "Please don't call me Squeaky."
Well, you know what? Please don't get on my motherfucking nerves. Please don't do me.
Oh
The
wow.
fuck?
Oh
I
wow.
can call you Squeaky if I want to.
Just
I'm the
Kim, don't
oldest.
do that.
Yeah.
What? Don't do what?
Oh
She
gosh.
I love her. So that's
Y'all
my
see
first
what I had to deal
life.
with. And I promise y'all the shit is time 100 behind the scenes. Like I'm honestly, I need more therapy. Y'all hit the cash out. I need to get some more therapy sessions.
Why? Who done mess with it?
Oh God. Be true. I need help. Jamila's still up here. Jamila, thank you so much, sweetie, for coming up. Jamila, please be sure to email me or whatever you need to do to let me know what day and the time. Like I say, on this channel, my allotted time for this channel is 8 a.m. Okay, so
Okay, no
whenever you
problem.
can, right, whenever you can do it at 8 a.m. Whatever day, it doesn't matter. As long as it is at 8 a.m., I got you. Okay, because I really do want to do an update show. We're gonna keep Nay's memory alive. We're gonna keep her name alive. We're gonna keep her case alive. It is what it is.
Appreciate it.
And say don't dock her. Lord Jesus. Jamila.
Y'all.
Jamila, did I tell you I love you today?
No, you didn't, Juicy Kim.
I'm sorry. I love you, Miller Mill.
I love you too.
Hey, Miss
Appreciate it.
Coffee. Help me, Miss Coffee. Juicy Kim and Ebru's running them up, child.
Then you about the only look, Jamila, you about the only one up here that I got much love and respect for. Cause these other heathens, they just on my rabbit ass nerves.
Excuse me.
D Truth said D Truth is clearing his throat. He said, "Let me clear my throat."
Excuse me.
You
Excuse me.
be teasing
See,
me.
I was just about to write the dictionary of Juicy K, or Juicy K, and now I'm not. I'm just gonna let it go amok.
You gonna let is us gonna make some money? Is us gonna make some money?
Yeah, yeah. I was
Is
gonna write
us
it.
gonna
I,
make some
Oh,
money?
well,
What the
okay, well,
hell?
that's different.
I was gonna write the interpretation of Juicy K.
That is right there.
Pooch means porch.
We
Cuda
can do this. We can do this, be true. We can do this.
and I was gonna make an app out of it, and you could just put in Juicy K's words, and then
Yeah.
the correct English word comes out.
And they can cipher. They can
Mhm.
cipher for the way I talk. They might can go through it and cipher what I'm saying, right?
You just
Not
hold
cipher.
yeah you just hold it, you hold it to the speaker, and as it comes out, it'll tell you
So
what,
something like a translation. Something like a
yeah,
translation. Okay, I
a
got you.
translator. Yeah, it's a Juicy K
Yeah,
translator.
there
So
it is.
it's
And
gonna be
true, in that
99.
dictionary, just please don't put got dead.
Well, I'm gonna
Listen,
I'm gonna have to, but you know,
you know what? They talking about something. I don't talk good English. Because this is what E. Brooks, she a school teacher. She act like it. She gonna tell me how to talk and tell me that's not proper English, Juicy King. That's what she said. And I say, what? All I said was the person got dead.
well,
And she,
how did you say it?
The
I
person got
said,
dead. How do you catch it? That's just
Uh,
like a motherfucker I heard say. That's like a motherfucker I heard say she gonna catch a heart attack. Who catches a heart attack?
that, that's English. That's good. I
You
don't
don't
know.
catch a heart attack.
What you
You
catch
have a
me?
heart attack. You experience one, but you don't catch it. It's not a
Oh,
disease you
you,
catch.
you catch a
oh.
bus, you can catch a cab, you can catch a
Listen
ball.
here. We talking about the person that's catching a heart attack.
Nah. You don't catch a damn heart attack at all. Nah, you
She talking about, she talking about some, she talking about some, just Kim, you was not really born in the D. You really country. That's what she say to me. She say you got to
You
be
are
born.
Juicy Kim. You are, and I need you to realize that you are country. Damn it!
Yeah, I
You-
was just about to say that. Nicole said catch a case. You know, those
But
are
what
things you
happened
can
was,
catch.
this is really what it is, y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Baton Rouge people speak broken English. Y'all know that, right? They don't really speak like y'all do. They
What
really they speak broken English. Like you gotta cipher what they saying, like for real
You mean
cipher.
cipher? Is
wait,
it
wait?
decipher, Juicy
Yeah,
Kim?
No, it's cipher
decipher,
what they saying.
decipher. Juicy Kim, there's people that you don't understand.
Now, now when I talk to my cousins and them, when I talk to some of them down there, I'll be like, what she say?
Oh,
That
Because
damn man said my mama used to tell me make sure they dead before you kill them. What the hell?
and then you gotta remember some of them is Geechee. You
oh
gotta
yeah,
remember
yeah.
some of them is Geechee. So
I don't
it's
like when
hard
I
to understand Geechee.
yeah, I don't
Okay,
like when I
yes,
go. I just look at people like what, and
my
they
son,
get to
yeah.
talking that Geechee boy. You like damn
Yeah,
man.
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm in
So
another country.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So I talk funny because most of my people's broken English and Geechee. And then I got some French and I don't understand them motherfuckers at all. Because I don't speak French. You feel what I'm saying? I don't speak none of that.
And
So I don't even go on the island. I
you'd
don't do
have to
nothing.
know how to speak French
No,
to
baby. Let me tell
understand
you.
French.
No, baby. Baby. Let me tell you.
Not baby.
Yeah, let me tell you, baby. I don't.
Not
No, baby.
baby.
Mm-mm. I don't even think around none of that shit right there. No.
Ebrook says there's no excuse for the way you speak.
It
Oh no,
wasn't
she did.
She did. Juicy Kim, don't say that. Don't
Yeah,
say
I know she's
that.
squeaky. That's why she don't like. Cause when she go to talking,
Who is that?
I just be one in out the other with her. One in and one out.
Who is that
Oh
that just said
God,
that?
Jesus.
See,
Oh Lord, what am I
Me
gonna
and her,
do with
like,
y'all?
Nobody's thing
Cousin
is
Rex
moving
say,
right now.
Cousin Rex say, me and her uncle like mother and daughter.
I don't know what that is, Nicole. Nicole said I am bilingual. I speak proud Mississippi Ebonics with a touch of Louisiana Cajun. Yes, baby, and proper. I can't. Damn.
That's right,
Can
bad
y'all lower y'all
Medicare.
voices? I'm trying to read the Webster dictionary. Y'all got me all
There's
discombobulated.
Yeah,
nothing.
I
None of these
speak,
words are
Boy,
in
where you
there.
come from, Fawn?
and,
None of the. None of them words are in there. None of them.
and Nicole, I speak
Oh, she said
Detroit.
no. It's Louisiana. It's
It
Louisiana.
is
Okay, I'm
Louisiana.
sorry, Nicole.
It's pronounced Louisiana.
Well,
Louisiana.
like
Yeah, Louisiana. I'm sorry.
No, you still not saying it right. Come, true. Say it with me. It's Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Okay, Louisiana.
Yeah.
Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Is that like?
My
Spanish?
granddaddy and them from New Orleans on down. So I'm fucked
Yeah,
up
that's
from
what get
on
me
down.
about y'all too. Y'all don't say New Orleans, y'all say New Orleans, like
Yeah.
New Orleans or some shit like that.
Where
Like
you
I don't
want to
know.
go to New Orleans?
Oh, okay, all right, damn.
I'm fucked up all the way around. I'm telling y'all.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. And I
Oh
talk the
Lord.
same way. Ever since you done met me, I talk the same way, don't I?
And I fell in love with it that day, and I'm still in love with it today.
Ah, I love you too, too.
I promise you. That's a promise. All right, y'all, listen, we got to get off of here because I got some things to do in between my slots. I don't know where Trey is, what the fuck he doing. I will be calling him when I get off of here because I don't know. He has not scheduled anything. I have not heard from him. Normally, I've been on got a sarcastic text or something by this time. So I don't know if I need to send out a welfare check. I don't know what the hell is going on, but I will be doing that when I get off of here. So
Yeah, he
I got
hasn't
to get
sent.
off of here.
Yeah, he hasn't sent
Hi.
a link. He hasn't sent the link out or anything.
He ain't send the link. He ain't send the text. He ain't send the screenshot. He always sending me something, and I ain't got shit. So I'm a little worried and things of that nature. So I'm gonna give him a call when I get off here. I will be back later on the other channel, y'all, with some commentary. I am in grind mode. It is what it is. I know I said I was gonna take 2 days off. Thank God that I handled what I need to handle, and I'm good. I don't have to take which. Y'all know what? I am going on a little vacay pretty soon, a little vacation. So I will be taking some time off soon. We just have not set a date, huh?
See, this is what I'm talking about. Didn't you just come back from one of them vacations?
I ain't been on no damn vacation. What the hell you mean?
Oh,
That was Valentine's Day, and that was like 2 days.
mm,
That-
we didn't get no. You should have put up a throwback or something. Cause I'm telling you, I was like bored out my rabbit ass mind, and stuff. And I've been, I don't really float around. I mean, I float to the people that I know, like Nicole, Perspectives, and the Truthesses, and all of them. But
Did you
after
Why
call
that,
me?
y'all don't get on the truth ass? The truth come on when the hell he want to. I don't see y'all getting in his ass.
he's not my home style either.
It
Yeah,
don't matter. It don't matter.
I'm the van that comes around with the goodies in it. I just stop by every now and then.
Right, every
Oh
now and
God.
again.
The ice cream truck. I'm
Oh
the ice cream
Right.
God.
truck.
And
Child,
you ain't no
whatever.
little base store, so I stop at home. You're always supposed to check home first.
The truth be out 3, 4 days. Y'all don't say shit. Let me be out for 3, 4 days, baby. I get threats and every damn thing else. The shit is
You
not
get
fair.
phone
Did you?
calls, you get
Did you?
phone calls, and
Juicy? Did you call me Truthus?
uh, leave me alone, man. Leave me alone.
I swear I heard her say the
Leave me
Truthus.
alone.
Y'all are crazy.
That's him meddling with me. You see what I'm saying? Y'all don't
He
know what I
meddling
go
with
through
you,
up here.
girl. He meddling with
I'm
you.
He
meddling with
meddling
you.
with me. Y'all don't understand what I go through up on this. I'm a special guest, the truth. You got to
Oh
respect my
God. There we go
gangster
with the damn
up
special
here.
guest. I'm finna go.
I'm
I'm
meddling.
finna go,
I'm
y'all.
meddling.
Listen, I'm supposed to get off of here.
Meddling with. I meddled with you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
Yeah, you
meddle.
Yeah,
meddling
stop
with her.
meddling.
Lord. All right,
You
y'all, we're gonna
meddling.
end this. I will be back later. I find out what Trey is and what the hell he gonna do. But listen, yeah, threats, Lisby. I get threatened, child. Listen, let me tell y'all something. And this is from my heart. I appreciate y'all that supported this first live back on my main channel after so many months. Lord Jesus, I feel so blessed. I do. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for supporting. I appreciate it. I really, really do. Shout out to my panel. epic panel. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Miss K. And I love y'all. And I will be back later. Listen, shout out to my true sippers. Shout out to my fabulous moderators and also my monetary contributors. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. And I'll see y'all later. Do you have any idea when your next live will be, whether it's music or what?
I'm putting one together now. I just haven't had, like I said, I've been away for 2 days. I just got back late last night.
Yeah, I
So
know. Okay.
I'm trying to put something together now. And it's about probably delusional YouTubers. And
Hmm.
I want to talk about Aaliyah's supposedly daughter because
Oh, that's gonna be good.
the
That is
time
gonna be good.
the time frames don't add up when it comes to that. She don't look like she
No, she don't look like
yeah,
shit.
she
I
should
was
be
like,
yeah.
oh,
She don't look like them, and her age doesn't look coordinated enough
no,
to be
no.
Ooh,
Aaliyah's
I can't
daughter.
wait for that one. Now y'all do know Flexi said she might come live tonight and talk about that too as well. So y'all make sure y'all check out Flexi's community world. I'm sure she'll post. Jamila, give that beautiful grandbaby a kiss from us, the True Sippers. We love y'all and we are here for y'all, okay? And I'll be looking for that email from you, Jamila. Um, with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll be back though. Y'all be good. Juicy, behave.
I
The
will.
true behave. The true behave. Okay?
I'm too shy to be naughty.
Oh
Shit.
God. Look at
Shit.
your thumbnail. Look at your shit up there on the screen. Look at that shit.
That's
Look like
why I ain't
somebody
said
dropping
nothing
it
because
like
I've
it's
been
hot.
triggered by that picture the whole time.
I know, right, Fawn?
My job is
But
done.
for the people in the live right now, and for the people that may catch the replays, please click on the links and support the channels that's being placed in the link. If you don't mind, go over and hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and support the True Simples in state game, the True Simple state game. We in too deep. It is what it is.
It
Okay.
is what it is.
And I will see y'all later on. Y'all be good. Okay.
Much love, everybody. Prayers
All
for
right.
all.
Love y'all. I'll see y'all later. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, boo.